First, we must check the screw mechanism by slowly extending and retracting the helix with the stylet fully inserted prior to the implantation. When locating the target area, the lead shall be inserted into the catheter and the helix exposed. In order to ensure that the helix is completely extended, it is necessary to complete one of two actions. Either insert the lead into the catheter and whilst checking under X-ray, extend fully the helix inside the catheter. Or alternatively, expose the helix of the lead before inserting the lead into the catheter. Use the transvalvular insertion tool to safely insert the exposed helix past the integrated valve of the catheter. For exposing the helix, use the fixation tool or the green stylet guide. Screw out the helix completely, normally 10 to 15 times clockwise. If the fixation tool has been used, detach it now from the lead body. Before fixating the lead at the target area, it is important to build up tension in the inner coil of the lead. This is needed to prevent the helix from retracting when we're turning the whole lead body during the lead fixation procedure. To build up this tension, push the green stylet guide so that it is attached firmly to the connector pin and rotate this stylet guide 6 to 9 times clockwise. Keep the stylet guide attached to the connector pin for maintaining the tension throughout the fixation. Define the target area by mapping Before fixating the lead, the stylet should be inserted completely into the lead and stable during lead advancement, positioning, and fixation. However, regardless if it is fully or partially inserted, make sure to avoid movements of the stylet, as this will change the distal curve of the lead together with the delivery catheter and might have an impact on placing the lead in the intended target area. Maintain close contact to the tissue with the delivery catheter as well as with the lead before fixating the lead. Push the lead slightly against the tissue, however, avoid excessive pressure when using the stylet. Fixate the lead at the target area by turning the whole lead body completely about 6 times clockwise. Grip and turn the lead body at the catheter end. Turn the lead slowly, and after each rotation make pauses of around 10 seconds to ensure the torque transmission. Do not turn the lead body more than 9 times. This could damage the tissue or cause tissue to become trapped within the screw mechanism, which could then hamper and affect any future repositioning attempts. The number of turns needed to fixate the lead depends on several factors like lead lengths, the angle of the catheter and the lead tip, as well as the resistance of the tissue. Once the physician is comfortable with the lead fixation, he or she can do 1 additional complete turn, but not more. Full turns can be counted by looking at the window on the green stylet guide. In order to keep the tension on the inner coil, the stylet guide needs to be kept in place and should not be moved during lead fixation. Electrical measurements during lead fixation can be done on the stylet directly. Once the lead is fixated, avoid unnecessary additional turns. Check the fixation via X-ray. The position of the helix can be clearly seen on the X-ray screen when the lead is X-rayed from a lateral view. If the helix is not completely exposed, try to extend it further by turning the stylet guide clockwise. However, if this does not succeed, remove the lead and start the fixation procedure again. Once the lead is successfully placed and fixated, carefully release the green stylet guide. If the stylet guide turns several times once it has been released, you can be sure that tension was built up successfully within the lead body during this procedure. While observing on fluoro, perform a suitable maneuver such as a gentle tug test by pulling on the lead to confirm that it is fixated in the tissue. To demonstrate the slitting of the Selectra 3D catheter with a fixated lead, we are showing this process in a glass heart. Slightly withdraw the stylet and the delivery catheter. Pull the stylet back 10 centimeters. Then feed the lead forward into the catheter whilst withdrawing the catheter body. Ensure there is sufficient space to fixate the slitting tool onto the lead. Load the lead into the slitter guide's white clamps. Place the blade at 180 degrees related to the catheter handle and the release button. Fit the lead into the slitter groove and hold with your finger. Keep blade parallel to the catheter during slitting and perform a single smooth pull action. During final retraction of the stylet, hold the lead body firmly. To remove the lead from the tissue, it is important that there is tension on the inner coil and that the helix is completely exposed. If the green stylet guide is still firmly attached to the connector pin, the lead body can be counter-rotated slowly, avoiding high tensile forces. If the green stylet guide was removed, reattach to the connector pin and rotate the stylet guide 6 to 9 times clockwise before lead removal. After removal of the lead from the tissue, the screw can be retracted by turning the pin counterclockwise using either the fixation tool or the green stylet guide. Avoid excessive counter-turning of the lead body during repositioning. Too many turns can damage the lead. Before repositioning the lead, remove the lead from the catheter, check the functionality of the screwing mechanism again and whether there is tissue at the helix tip.